Hello, my name is Wei Lun, and I have two teammates which are Jie Ning and Xing Jun. First of all, I want to do an introduction to Nadil and Senja. Nadil is a musical group known for its innovative blend of traditional and contemporary sounds. Their song Senja exemplifies this fusion, drawing on various cultural influence to create a rich and immersive auditory experience. Released by Nadil Music Official, Senja is celebrated for its incorporation of traditional musical elements, which we will explore in detail. For traditional instruments, there is flute in the song. The flute is prominently featured in Senja, providing a melodic and airy sound that is characteristic of many traditional Asian and Middle Eastern music styles. The use of the flute adds a soothing and ethereal quality to the song, evoking a sense of calm and reflection. For example, Suling. String instrument. The song includes string instruments that may resemble traditional instruments like the sitar or koto, which are integral to Indian and Japanese music respectively. This string adds depth and complexity to the arrangement, creating a bridge between the old and the new. For percussion, traditional percussion instruments such as the gamelan and kendang might be subtly integrated into the rhythmic section, providing a grounded, earthy beat that supports the more melodic elements of the song. Next, let us into musical styles and scales. For the scale, there is pentatonic scale. Senja utilizes the pentatonic scale, which is a 5-note scale commonly found in traditional Asian music. This scale is known for its pleasing and harmonious sound, making it a favorite in folk music traditions across cultures. For the styles, there is fusion of folk and contemporary styles. The song blends traditional folk elements with modern musical techniques. This fusion creates a unique soundscape that is both familiar and innovative. The folk influence provide a nostalgic feel, while contemporary production techniques ensure the song resonates with modern listeners.
So, there are some impacts of the traditional elements to the music. Let's talk about the positive impact first. Firstly, having traditional components helping in promoting and preserving cultural heritage. For listeners who can identify with these components, this can develop a sense of satisfaction and identification. For example, a famous show, Engkau Melaka, had included the traditional elements like instruments and dances. In this video, we can hear the sound of gamelan. But gamelan is just a small part of the traditional elements in this show. The sound of these traditional instruments brings a huge special feeling to audience. Next, folk rhythms and melodies frequently feature unique scale and patterns. They can bring in unique melodies and typical rhythms when incorporated into modern works. When it comes to the emotional and atmospheric depth, it can be explained that there are strong emotional and historical overtones in traditional music. These components may improve the song's emotional impact by adding layers of meaning and atmosphere. Even though it is good to bring traditional elements to the music, it has a negative impact too. Not all listeners, especially those who are not familiar with the historical background, may find the traditional features to be compelling. This may reduce the song's ability to appeal to a larger and broader audience. In other words, cultural appropriation can occur when musicians take musical components from traditional music without acknowledging or appreciating their artistic value. Musicians must be aware of this and be cautious when dealing with traditional influence. Lastly, the production and composition processes may become more difficult due to the negative impact when traditional aspects are used. It might be difficult to balance classic and modern elements to produce a coherent sound. In conclusion, traditional elements in music have pros and cons. It depends on how the musician performs the music.
Now, let's us talk about opinions on artists who use traditional elements in their songs.
Do you believe it adds to the artist's artistic integrity by preserving and promoting traditional music forms?
I think yes, incorporating traditional music forms into modern composition like Senja by Nadir can enhance an artist's artistic integrity in several ways. For example, Nadir paid homage to Malaysia's cultural heritage by integrating traditional Malay instruments and musical elements into Senja. This preserves traditional music forms by presenting them in a contemporary context, ensuring they are not forgotten and continue to be appreciated by new generations. Besides that, Nadir using traditional music forms to express his cultural identity authentically through his music. It reflects a deep connection to his roots and helps distinguish words in a globalized music landscape. In addition, this song incorporates traditional elements of music. It can educate and inspire listeners about different cultures and traditions. As a result, it can promote cross-cultural understanding and appreciation, and reach the global music scene with diverse influence. Nadir fused traditional and contemporary elements innovatively, demonstrating an act that showcased his creativity and skill in his art. In addition, it reflects the artist's ability to push boundaries while respecting and drawing inspiration from traditional forms of music.
How does blending traditional elements with contemporary music contribute to innovation in music?
First of all, in this song, Nadir creates a unique fusion of sound by combining traditional Malay instruments such as the suling or gamelan-inspired percussion with modern instruments such as the electric guitar or synthesizer. This fusion appeals to both traditional music lovers and modern listeners looking for innovative sound. This act of incorporating traditional elements into contemporary music not only expands an artist's musical vocabulary, it also helps to explore new texture, harmony, and rhythms that cross cultural and temporal boundaries. Nadir made pioneer a genre that fused traditional Malaysian music with modern production techniques, thus inspiring others to explore similar fusion.
Discuss the role of artists in representing and preserving cultural heritage through their music.
The traditional Malay instrument and musical elements used within this song demonstrate Nadir's commitment to preserving and promoting cultural heritage, thereby inspiring future generations of musicians to explore their cultural roots and incorporate traditional elements into their music. This continuity ensures that cultural heritage remains vibrant and relevant in the ever-evolving music scenes. By incorporating traditional elements such as suling and percussion, which has been inspired by the gamelan, into Senja, Nadir contributes to the preservation of traditional forms of music. This ensures that these musical traditions are not only remembered but also revitalized in the contemporary context.